Hi guys, good morning. How are you? Today I am going to share an important concept related to ALE IDOC, that is how to create an outbound IDOC using change pointers. This is very easy if you know some SAP standard transactions related to ALE IDOC. Before going into actual configuration and creation, we will see some basic concepts like what is change pointer, what is message type. Now we'll see what are change pointers. Change points are log entries. It will be stored into the BTCP table. If you do any changes related to master data, change points are created and will be stored into a table. For that, before we have to configure the change pointers for particular message type of master data. Here master data can be anything like material master, vendor master, or cost center master. In this video, we are looking into cost center master. We can create master data using the standard transaction codes, as well as we can change and display the master data. For each transaction, we have different transaction codes. For example, to create a material master, we have a transaction MM01 to change the material master MM02, to display the material master MM03. Like that, for cost center also, we have different transaction codes. KS01 to create the cost center master data. KS02 is to change the cost center master data. While changing the master data, if we change the data related to particular fields, those all fields will be stored into the change pointers table. In this video, I am going to show you a business scenario. While changing the cost center master data name, that time change point will trigger automatically, an IDOC, outbound IDOC should be created. The field name in cost center master data for name is ktext1. If any change happens to ktext field, automatically an outbound IDOC will be created. Now we will see what are the steps required to create an outbound IDOC using change pointers. First one, we have to check the standard change pointers for that message type. In this scenario, cost center master data message type. This process is same for all master data. It may be cost center, it may be material, it may be something else. Process is same, but elements will be different. Elements in the sense like message type and distribution model or partner profile setting, those will be changed, but stepwise process is same. In second step, we have to assign the message type to distribution model. Here COSMOS is message type. For cost center master data, we have to assign that message type to distribution model. Once change pointer configuration is completed, then we have to go to the master data in change mode. As we discussed in previous step, we have different transaction codes for different master data. In this scenario, KS02 is the transaction code to change the cost center master data. Before changing, that master data should exist in the SAP system. That means that if we want to use the KS02 transaction, we should have a cost center in system. That cost center is created using the KS01 transaction. At the last step, in cost center change, if we change the field name ktext1 value, automatically outbound IDOC will be created. Here each step has sub steps like different operations at each step. We will see one by one here. The first one is change the standard change pointer or find the standard change pointer. For that we have a SAP standard transaction code BD52. Once you click on the BD52 transaction, we will receive a pop-up with the message type. Here we have to provide the message type. That message type will depend on the master data what you are going to change. In this scenario, I am using to change the cost center master. That's why I am giving the cost mass message type. If an IDAC is created for material master, in that scenario, you can give the different message type like MATMAS for material master change. After entering the message type, we can enter. After entering, we can see the different screen with the object and field names. Here we can see the different fields for master data. All these fields we can call it as a change document items for message type. If we change any field value, that IDAC will be generated. In our scenario, I am focusing on KText field, that is the cost center name. After selecting the message type, we have to activate change pointers for that message type. To do that one, we have a standard SAP transaction BD50. BD50 contains all the available message types. We have to select our message type. Our scenario message type is Cosmos. You have to select the checkbox against to that message type. After activating the change pointer for message type, we have to go to the transaction BD60 transaction. Here we can find the function module related to that message type to create the outbound IDAC. Here we can see the standard function module for Cosmos message type. We can use the as it is the standard function module. Suppose if you want to do any custom logic, that time you have to copy the standard function module to the custom function module. Then there you can add your own logic. But here I am using the standard SAP function module. That is the system proposed one. Next sub action and very important action here is we have to activate all the change pointers globally in SAP. For that, SAP provided a transaction BD61. We have to go there and just select the checkbox. Here we no need to provide any input like message type or any other thing. Simply you have to select the checkbox. We almost reached the end of configuration. In this step, we have to go to the BD64 transaction to assign the message type to model view. After entering the transaction, just select the model views and then we have to select the change button. Change button here is shown as a pencil symbol on top. After selecting the edit button, you can see other pop-up. There we have different options like create model view, add BAPI or add message type. Here we have to select the add message type option. This will take you to other screen. There we have to provide the cost center master data. Cost mass message type we have to assign to the distribution model. From the BD64 initial screen, in the menu bar, we can see the environment option. If you click on that, you can see the two options. There you have to select the generate partner profiles option. It will help to assign the message type to partner profiles. After selecting the generate partner profiles option from menu bar, we have to enter the model view. Then we have to click on the execute button. In the next screen, we have to update the partner profiles. For that, we have to click on the W20 transaction. W20 is the transaction code to create the partner profiles. But here already partner profiles already created. Just we have to add the message type to that existing partner profile. In the partner profile screen, we can see different options like output parameters, input parameters. In this scenario, we are creating an outbound IDAP. Because of that, we have to add a message type at the place of outbound parameters. Here I am adding the message type cost center master data to partner profiles. In previous step, we complete the configuration. In this step, we can test the master data change, how IDAC is creating. To trigger the IDAC, just we have to change the master data. Inside the master data, we have to change a particular field name. We are testing with the cost center name. That field name is KTest. To change the cost center, as we discussed before, we have to go to the transaction KS02. There we can see the screen with the change cost center option. In that screen, we have different tabs. We have to select the basic data tab. Once we select the basic data tab, we can see the KText with the description, name, cost center name. Whenever we change the cost center name, from cost center name initially NDC cost center, we can change it to the NDC cost center 1. Automatically change points will be triggered and stored into the table. After saving the cost center, just go to the transaction BD21. It will select the change pointer, what is generated in the previous step. This BD21 transaction in background process a standard program RPTM IDAC. This transaction will generate an output IDAC using the change pointers. At the end of this transaction, we will receive two different types of pop-ups. One is with the setup message type with the Cosmos, and other communication IDACs will be generated. Yeah, that's it guys. With this step, we can see the generated outbound IDACs. Now you can go to the W02 or WE05 transactions. There you can give the message type as a Cosmos, and we can see the generated IDACs in the transaction WE02 or WE05. Thank you guys. If you like this video, please add your suggestions in comment section. Please subscribe and share this video. Thank you.